My Jeep is a little bit too pretty to go crashing through this 100-acre block to recover the 30+ cars we've been donated, and the patrol I don't want to talk about right now. So I've come down to the back of the property because here next to me is this old banger. It's a Bedford truck. I'm going to see if I can get it running and moving today because it's going to be the perfect little tractor to drag some of these cars out so we can either restore, rubbish or race. So let's get into it. Now it's time for the obligatory walkthrough. 1, to see what's in there. 2, to make sure there's nothing that's going to bite us. Now, when we find these vehicles, we don't open them up, we don't check them over to see if they're suitable for filming. We literally just hook in and have a crack. So what you're seeing for the first time is what I'm seeing for the first time. So let's pop the door and see what happens. Ooh. Oh, she's a bit stiff. Well, the old Bedford looks like she has seen better days. Clear some of these cobwebs away. So the old girl's got, ooh. According to the odometer, it's only got 57,000 miles on it. The floor's a little bit second-hand, so we might need to watch where we step at a minimum. Clutch still feels pretty good. Brakes not so much. So I'm not 100% sure. And that's the throttle. Oh, it's got a John Deere key. Let's see if it works. Oh, well, there's our first one. We've got an ignition key. Oh, there's our first issue. Is it? She doesn't. Oh, she's stuck in gear. Well, here we are inside the cab of the Bedford. She's seen better days. It's full of mozzies, spiders, and leaf litter. I haven't found any note ropes yet, but there's still plenty of time. Now, the truck is in pretty average condition. The hole in the floor at my feet, I could probably fall through, and there's blue rope holding all the throttle linkages up. Our dash says that we've done 57,000 miles, I think it is. Yep, that's all in miles. And we can't shift out of gear, so the gear stick is stuck. So that could be something to do with the linkages up under the cab. The ignition switch does work. That's all free and easy. So what I'm going to do is see if I can get under the cab. I've got to figure out how to either tilt the cab forward or however you access the engine bay, and we'll see if we can get the engine running as the first step. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get tetanus from this thing. Righto, let's do it. All right, I think the cab doesn't tilt forward. We've got a little handle here, we've got some hinges here, which that one's knackered, but I reckon that these little wing panels kick up somehow. So I'm gonna have to, oh yep, there's a latch in there. So let's, I'm gonna have to put the camera down and use 2 hands to see if I can get this open. Oh, there we go, that way. Oh, yep. So that's that one. Well then, that means this one, now that I know how to do that one, should be as easy as, whoop, look at that, twist, pop, and then it locks in. What's regular Bedford truck technician here. Righto, welcome to the engine bay of a Bedford truck. Now, I can't exactly tell you what this engine is. It's a 6-cylinder petrol thing. If you do know the exact make and model, then leave a comment below, because it's just always interesting to learn this sort of stuff. Now, the gear stick in the cab isn't changing, so I dare say, just having a look here, we're not changing gears at all, because that throttle linkage, or this linkage here, is chockers full of rust. The boot has all perished, water's been sitting in that, and she's absolutely buggered. So we're not going to be driving it at all today. Maybe I might be able to pop this cover off and knock it out of gear so we can start it. But yeah, she's not going to move under her own steam. So what I'm going to do is we'll still see if we can get it running. I'm going to grab a battery, I'm going to put power to the starter motor, and we'll see if we can get the engine to turn over. And if that's the case, we'll see if we can get it running, because that's all we can do. Because the old gear stick, she ain't going anywhere. All right, what have we got? That's negative, so we need to spin him that way. Positive, negative, and so whoever's been using the old girl has already wired up a kill switch down here, so we don't need to wire up our temporary one, which is good. All right, so just from wiggling the cables a bit, we're getting power at the starter motor. But it's not throwing out. Righto, I'm just going to go grab the jumper leads, because I'm going to get rid of all this wiring because it's rusted and buggered. I just set it on there temporarily to see if we had anything. We don't. I'm just going to grab some jumper leads and I'll put power straight to the starter motor. So the starter motor is a little bit gunky and just old oil and stuff like that. So I've soaked it in WD-40. The clutch is all moving pretty right now. So what I'm going to do, I've tested it sitting here on the chassis. I'll pop it in and I'll see if we can get the engine to crank. If we can't crank this engine because the truck is in gear, I've got a backup plan. Righto, starter motor's back in, the clutch is all freed up now. I've put the jumper leads just straight to it, and I'm going to stand clear and connect the battery out of the way, because if this does lurch forward, I don't really feel like being trapped in the middle. So let's see what it does. Well, there you go, ladies and gents. It's not in gear, so we might actually just be able to get it started today. Whilst I'm here, I'm gonna just pop the air cleaner off and have a look, and then we'll go around the other side. We'll check if we've got spark, because that's where the ignition system is, and then we'll see if we can get it to run. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Righto. I can't even see in it, so I'm just going to use the camera. Well, it's dirty and dusty, but it looks fine. So what we're going to do is pop around the other side now, see what the ignition system is doing, see if we've got spark, and then hopefully we'll get the old Bedford fired up for the first time in what looks like a very long time. Unfortunately, she's not going to move anywhere, but that's life. So let's go do it. So I did end up wiring up my little kill switch just for ease of operation, because otherwise I'm going to be going around both sides of the truck. So let's pop the dizzy cap off and have a look at the points. Ow. And they look pretty good. All right, so our points are closed at the moment. So as you can see, we've got a pulse signal coming out of our distributor, so our points are all good, but we do not have any power at the coil pack. So I'm going to just grab a little bridging wire and I'll just push power straight to it. Then I'll pop a spark plug out and see if we've got spark. Well, it's got a John Deere key. Let's see if it works. Oh, well, there's our first one. We've got an ignition key. Scratch that. I just jumped in the cab and turned the key on. So the ignition system actually still works. So let's rip a plug out. Oops, there we go. We got spark, and it was because I wasn't sure if this was positively or negatively earthed. Turns out it is positively earthed. I quickly changed the terminals over just then, and now we've got spark. So points are good, spark plugs are good, spark's good. Let's squirt a little bit of fuel down the carby and see what it does. Alright, here we go. Battery's flat. Well, there we go. It runs, and I just copped a face full of dirt and dust. So I'll get my little temporary fuel tank, we'll plumb it up, see if we can get this thing idling. Fuel tank is attached just above the camera here. I've just drained out the fuel bowl at the mechanical pump. It's got a little inline fuel filter in it. There's a little bit of fuel down the carby. Let's see what she does. Oh, she's willing. Oh, running out of battery power. Come on, you bugger. That's as much adjustment in the dizzy, it's all the way. That's what it is. Now, see if I can disconnect this throttle. There we go. Nope, it's still stuck open. There we go. Well, there we are, the Bedford runs. I didn't think we were going to get to that point at the start of the video this morning, just from the state of this vehicle. It's not going to move as much as we managed to free up the gear stick. The air over hydraulic brakes are stuck on and there's a big air leak somewhere. And the other thing is it's simply not safe to drive this vehicle. And I like all my fingers and toes attached to my body where they should be. Now I'm going to go and grab one of these cars that's been given to us and chuck it on the trailer and send it off to the scrapyard. And don't stress, we're only scrapping the ones that are worth scrapping. Others we're trying to rescue and give away. Keep in mind, all the money we make from scrapping these cars and our YouTube channel goes straight back into the objects of the charity. And that is to engage people through motorsport and tinkering on cars and talk about mental health. And we've got a pretty big announcement coming up. I'm going to get Isaac and Robbie back soon. And all I'll say is if you've ever wanted to have a crack at motorsport, or you've got a car that you built and you want to test it out on a closed circuit track, subscribe to the channel, because there's going to be some pretty big news coming down soon that involves you guys, the viewers. Until next time, ladies and gents, don't forget, keep it real.